All right, so I feel like I've been spending way too much time in my room while I'm here in Tokyo, while I'm here in Japan, and that is because of my 30-day YouTube challenge that we're doing right now. So we're gonna just talk about that a little bit. We just finished recording four videos, and I'm tired. I'm just like, yesterday I did the juggling challenge. The day before that I did the Rubik's Cube challenge, and it is it is mostly in here in this share house. Luckily, the past few days it rained a lot, so it kind of gave me an excuse like not to go out. Even though I kind of don't mind the rain that much, but it was also extremely cold. It snowed yesterday at night, and apparently that's extremely rare in Tokyo. It wasn't snow that stayed though, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have just like gone out in the morning and had fun. But yeah, I love snow, especially when it snowed in Kyoto a month ago. That was beautiful. Anyways, we are on day 8. Yes, we're on day 8 of the challenge, and we're barely keeping up. We are making, well, on day 1 we recorded 3 videos, but we made one video. And then from then on, some friends visited from California. They're actually still here, so I'm going to see them again. But it's been tough. It's definitely been tough. This is definitely one of the toughest challenges. It's done more than just, it's more than just tough. It's done a number on me in terms of my schedule, my organization, my consistency with like practicing piano, for instance. Like I practiced, I think 2 days ago, but I didn't practice yesterday because I was juggling way too much. Um, I'll try to practice today, but there's a lot of skip days basically. Basically, my playing by ear for piano has been really inconsistent lately because of the whole move to the share house thing and then starting this challenge. And I suspect it's going to be that way until I finish this challenge. And after it's done, I will like normalize again. But I think that's okay. I think I'm realizing that when it comes to pushing myself to grow and expand and do things that are tough like this, it requires a little bit of chaos in my schedule in my life. And once we finish the challenge, we can reorganize again, be consistent for a while, and then boom, back at it again with something difficult, something hard. Perhaps, like finally finishing off my audiobook is another big challenge that will throw my life into chaos again. But it's a good sort of exercise to be able to handle both, right? To be able to be consistent, but also like when the time comes, like you got to let go of just a little bit of that consistency to handle the chaos. So that's something I've been accepting more of recently, not being too hard on myself for not like playing piano every single day. But it still is. I think one of the reasons why I feel like okay with it is because I don't like playing that electric piano over there. I much prefer a real piano. And since I don't have access to a real piano, I'm like, oh, that's fine. But if I had access to a real piano, I'd definitely be beating myself up. Um, so once I'm back in California, I'll get on that. But it really doesn't feel satisfying playing that electric piano. It's sad. But we recorded 4 videos because we want to try to get all of them done today. So then we can actually start going out again because it's not healthy for us to stay in our room for too long. I don't feel good. I feel like what we did 2 reaction videos. We hardly ever do reaction videos. We've done it for like Avatar The Last Airbender before, and that was fun. But this one was different. I was kind of like talking or like trash talking one of the videos that I really disliked, and then really supporting one of the videos that I really liked. They're both like in the self-improvement space. The reason why I saw it in the first place was because of this challenge of me looking up 15 titles and also looking up like, oh, how did they do their hook? How did they structure their video? Like trying to learn from their content to create better content for YouTube. That's the whole point of this 30-day challenge, is to upgrade, I guess. my YouTube ability. And I think we are at least creating better thumbnails overall. I mean, for this channel, my second channel, we don't create thumbnails at all. But for my main channel, there are definitely some questionable thumbnails in there. But I feel like we're getting better by like copying other people's thumbnails and sort of like learning from them. Like it's not the exact same thumbnail, obviously. It's like me and my preferred text, my preferred font family and colors and all that stuff and locations. And arguably some of the thumbnails are like far worse, but it's still good practice. So I like that. But at the same time, I've learned that I really don't like making thumbnails. I learned that already previously, but the more I do them, the more I'm like, do I really have to do this? It's so annoying. But there are some that are kind of fun, like the Rubik's Cube thumbnail. I really enjoyed making, like just having the Rubik's Cube float, just using some editing. But other than that, this process has definitely made me feel like I hate editing more. Like I'm learning that no matter how I frame it to myself, editing just sucks. I like I need a good reward um, to motivate myself to edit. I mean, right now I'm only doing it because of the challenge, and I suppose the reward is the potential of making one of the videos um, get up there in terms of views. Right now, we can go ahead and talk about the views actually real quick. Let's just refresh. We have actually gotten so much better at just looking at the view count of our videos. It's like we've matched our perception with reality, and it's like okay, some videos will do well, some won't. That's just how it is. And right now, my main channel just doesn't have very many views. That's just the reality of things. Um, so I'm like okay with it now. I don't get a stinging feeling when I see it anymore. It's gone away after just a week. So I'm glad because I was definitely super sad the first time I was like looking at it. Okay, day one's video has 81 views. Day two has 318. Day three has 90. Day four has 103. Day five has 95. Day six has 38. And day seven has 42. Again, day one has only gotten 1 week to exist, I guess, and day seven has only gotten 1 day to exist. So the best video is actually day two, which is Stop Being a Perfectionist, and it has 318 views. That is very little, obviously, for 30,000 subscribers. I would hope that at least 1% of people view it, and that's actually 1%, isn't it? Yeah, that's 1%. So that's like bare minimum. I feel if a video gets 300 views, that's like, oh man, that video wasn't great in 1 week. But again, our channel's been dead for a while, so it makes sense. Although the dating app video got 15,900 views, so that's cool. But every video before that didn't get many views. The push up and pull up video is almost at 20,000 views, which is good. But I'm assuming that the more videos we make, the more views those videos get as well, because they'll stand out as higher viewed videos. So that's what's going to happen naturally. But I'm mostly curious about what will happen to all of these things after like a month or two, because certain videos of mine, like the water challenge from a long time ago, 30 liters of water, 30 liters, 3 liters of water for 30 days, that video didn't get that many views in the beginning. It was actually pretty low. And then after like a year, now it's at like, well, after a year, it got a whole bunch. Now it's at what, 200,000? Let me just check real quick. Views. Can I sort by views? Yes, I can. Yeah, it's at 211,000 now, but it took 5 years for it to get there. 5 years. Woo! It's a long time for just 200,000 views. But that's what happened. Okay, let's go back to a normal order. How do I view this normally? I have no idea. Okay, I think no, that's not right. Okay, whatever. I'll do this later. Anyways, I think from here we will try our best to go out every day because we're here in Tokyo, and I feel like we want to actually experience it and not just stay in this room. Um, so we kind of have to really double down on the concept of 80/20 and focus way more on thumbnail and title. And the content itself is just going to be like bare minimum okay, which, yes, a part of me is like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather make higher quality content. But this is a challenge. And after the challenge, we can align our personal like desires with like what we want. Our personal desires with what we're doing. There you go. So we'll actually make content that we feel is more up to par for our standards. Although yes, I am trying to stop being a perfectionist. At the same time, it's more so just like I do feel like the videos we just created for like reaction videos and using AI to ask it questions, it's too simple. There's not enough to it that makes it interesting, I feel. So we want to change it up, and I don't think we can do that until we're done with this challenge. We'll try to do at least weekly or bi-weekly videos once we're done with the challenge, for our main channel. I think weekly makes more sense. It really depends on the results and how I feel afterwards. I think I'll need like a good break, so maybe 2 weeks afterwards. But I tend to plan way too much ahead of time. But at the very least, this is teaching me that I need to like not make certain things too big of a deal. And it's sort of like the idea that matters the most. Idea plus title and thumbnail, right? So yeah, that's the lesson from today, from what we've experienced the first week of this YouTube challenge, is to not burn ourselves out, not stay holed up in this room, and to make things faster so then I can actually live my life a bit more. So let's get those 4 videos done. Let's make more videos where, let's say, like we planned to go, we're going to visit Kyoto again, because I just love Kyoto so much and there are people there I want to see. So once we visit, we're just going to like record 4 videos where we literally just talk like this, but in a very, very nice location. And then we're just going to upload that to our main channel and make it have like a good thumbnail and good title. So that is like the simplest form of what I can do. That's what I've been doing for the second channel, except I don't put a thumbnail and I'm in a room instead of a nice place. So yeah, let's simplify things as much as possible. Otherwise, we're just gonna fail this challenge. Um, I really want to do every day. But I really had a lot of fun with the Rubik's Cube challenge and the juggling challenge, even though they took forever and it took a lot of energy out of me. I found those to be one of like very memorable, very distinct. Like some of my videos are becoming blurry to me. Like for instance, the the 5 habits, actually, that video I loved a lot because that biking day was so fun. But there's also like other, like the motivation video was okay, and a couple of other ones like the discipline one, the motivation one. Those two are sort of blurry to me. I'm not sure when I recorded what and what exactly I said. I mean, if I think about it, yeah. But for the 5 habits one, I just feel like it's so distinctive because of the biking day. That was so fun. Like, I I would love to do that again. Um, but I am rambling, so I should go ahead and just close this thing off. Um, yeah. So the plan is finish 4 videos. I'm not gonna make too many documentaries. I'm not gonna make too many like behind the scenes, I guess, of us doing it because it's super simple. And then, we can let our past videos finally start uploading again because we've been pushing those off since I want to do this real time, versus some of my past videos. They can release anytime. It's still the same idea. It doesn't matter when it's released. So yeah, that's it for this one. We will catch you guys in the next video. there's a lot more learning challenges coming up. I'm pretty excited for those. I need to do more of them.